Hey folks, welcome back to BenOrBreak. I'm your host Ben, and we are back right where we left off yesterday in the wonderful world of Skyrim. Looks like a storm is blowing in as night is falling, so we should seek some kind of shelter. And these strange ruins might be a place of interest in their own right, so we'll start there. Try not to burn poor frost toads in the steam. I think we got through all right. Wolves. Maybe just the one. Yep, just the one. Let's see what we've got here. Some strange lights. Okay, Frost, I'm going to leave you here. While I check out what's going on. Oh, that's an automaton. Whew. Probably not a safe place to spend the night. But what's it guarding? That's always a question. Dead horse here. I hear perhaps another machine. Yes, one there. Looks quiescent. There's an adventurer here. Or someone. Okay. I'll switch to my sword, please. There we go. Ruins of Kemelzah, The Firmament, Dwarves, Volume 2. Herbane's Bestiary, Automatons. I believe this is a vanilla book. We'll see if it's longer than we want to mess with. Something about a certain black reach. The tunnels that might reach it. Oh, I picked up the wrong one. We want Herbane's Bestiary. He's narrating an encounter with automatons. It's not giving us exactly much information for our use, though. Well, what's this? Bedroll. Some potions. Well, we can spend the night here if we need to. Dwarven Cosmology. Or On the Conjunction of the Spheres by Orontius. Second revision. Table of Contents. That's enough for us to read. So I believe this is chapter 4, Mundus in the Plains. If we take Faldrun's theory into consideration, Masr is the blood and viscera, Nirn is the bones, and Secunda is the double bile and phlegm of Lorkhan. Therefore, we can surmise that the blood moon is when the divine liquids of the little moon ooze through the crystalline cracks. Of particular interest in regards to this theory is its relationship with the Dwemer. One might say that the Dwemer were not interested in the revolutions of Masr and Secunda, as they do not feature prominently in any Dwemer orreries or astronomical charts. This is, however, a false assumption, for it is an argument from silence. As a matter of fact, the Dwemer were more interested in the two moons than any other object in the sky. The reason for this is because the satellites, as well as Nirn, are proof that a deity may die. We also found a journal. Also has to do with the moons. Drocht and I followed a Khajiit caravan for days before finally meeting the smuggler we've been told about. A Dagiracht beyond his years, I prodded him about the dwarven science facilities of Skyrim. Vanchinzel was mentioned, but I can get better dealings with the orcs that live nearby that place. Next, he spoke of the Ethereum Forge at Bethalft, south of Iverstead. We knew that place. Ethereum Forge. I don't recall there being a forge there. Foreshadowing. Or should I say foreshadowing? Terrible pun, I know, sorry. Laughable. Drocht was getting visibly restless, so he asked about any Elder Scrolls that have evaded the Moth Priests. The cat sold him a Dwemer cube, but that didn't interest me at all. Take the 8 corners to Mazark, the Khajiit told him. 6 sides, 5 rings, 4 buttons. I pressed the Khajiit again, saying I would pay handsomely for something even I didn't know about. At this point he began speaking about Jakajé. What the Khajiit phylogeny had anything to do with the Dwemer, I had no idea. And he switched the conversation to discussing Hircine. I had just about given up when he shot a demand toward me. Tell this one when comes the orange moon. You mean Masser? No, that is Jode. When Joan is dipped like orange fruit. When? I said. You mean the blood moon, Hircine's hunt? I assume at his whim. The cat laughed. The deep did not think in whim, he continued. It was to them Irini. No rock was hewn by deep whim. Those ones built by permutations of providence. All is foreseen and forecome. Every dry season is followed by the wet. If it were not so, there would be no Elder Scrolls. Your friend, that one, seeks the pages of Vaba, Fabaseri, Sarita. But a page has 2 faces, as Hanor and Fadumai, and therefore gives 2-faced truth. The scroll has ends and gives ending truth. The stars and mstars have many faces, giving many-faced truth, and are unending, giving unending truth. The Dar Deep watched for lies in the skies. Were the tents with lit candles and food in pots cooking empty? Had the god left the camp but made to seem not so? The Deep wanted to burgle star stuff to ambush on return. But if there was no god, where would the god go? To mother for needing? To here? To Nirni? Well, glad we're done with that particular passage. Whether or not it was the incense that had filled my head, or the moon sugar burning within arm's reach, a revelation appeared within me. I rubbed my forehead. Nothing of what was said was making any sense. I understood that, and still think that. Drocht was at a loss as well. The Khajiit know by scent and the little tugs of the moonstrings where their kittens are. Follow these signs, and one finds a Khajiit. What finally snapped into place in my mind was the hunt involved Hircine's appearance in bodily form on Tamriel. In body, physical, measurable, containable, predictable, with the dwarves trying to predict blood moons. The cat told me he did not have what I was looking for, but directed me to a ruin north of Shore Stone in Eastmarch called Katumz, which is where we are right now. I'm familiar with the region, as Msulft is not far. What I should look for, he said, was a spherical object that glows like the sun. That is to our left atop a tower. Drocht and I went our separate ways after the encounter with the Khajiit, after arguing on what to do next. If there's any possibility of Masark having an Elder Scroll, the Thalmor would hunt the 2 of us down and imprison us in Northwatch. I don't want anything to do with Masark. He can go blind for all I care. Latest entry. Having arrived by horse, I found a device covered in cobwebs at the base of the tower that, as the Khajiit said, needs a sphere of some kind. I've written a letter to Kalsimo, asking if he knows anything about this. I hope to hear from him soon. If Katumz is a weapons storehouse built in preparation for Hircine's descent, I want to be the first to brandish its swords. Katumz's outer facade is made of 3 platforms. The middle houses the lift, and the southern and eastern platforms seem to be an outdoor meeting area, perhaps for stargazing at night. Of particular interest to me is the eastern one, as encircling it are 12 pedestals with corundum balls representing the constellations. The serpent, however, is nowhere to be seen, much like the Imperial Orrery, as I recall. These two platforms also have orange trees. The orange moon, as the Khajiit said. I didn't know they grew this far north, or that they could survive the sulfuric air. Looking down below, I see a network of pipes and a machine pumping water. Amazing how it is still working after all this time. But is it pumping the water out, or pumping the water in? This place is a simple vault for keeping ammunition for the drummer's futile deicide attempt. What would they need hydraulics for? I hope it's okay that we bothered to read that. I thought it might be relevant to this upcoming location. Here's the central tower with a lift, as the journal said. These are indeed orange trees, and they may be harvested. Interesting. These, I believe, are the constellations. 12 chairs. And a solar lock. We need a spherical key, as, again, this journal says. All right. Top the ruins. A telescope. What are we missing? The journal mentioned the pipes below. If indeed there's nothing here for us, we can check those pipes. Okay. Let's get frost. It's really cold out here. I think we're going to have to bed down for the night, Frost. Our investigations of this place may have to wait for morning. It'll at least be a little warmer up here with a fire. Wait, is that okay, buddy? We'll get the coals burning and then I'll get some rest. Assuming it will let me click the sleeping bag now. It will not. What kind of glitch is that? I'll try mounting and dismounting Frost, maybe. Nope, just not giving me an activator. That's weird. Could swear it was earlier. Did we loot the satchel? Nothing in it. Nothing in the knapsack. Can't click the bed from here. Okay. Why is that not clickable? Okay. Well, if I won't get any good sleep, might as well check out those pipes. With our Nightingale armor, we will not be taking any fall damage. Oh no! The giant mammoth died. I'm sure that's very sad, but we probably don't want to interrupt him. Some kind of pump indeed. Orin Sphere. That's the remains of the one we fought up on the cliff, I suppose. Okay. Well, folks, I'm not finding any kind of spherical key. It's possible this requires the Dwemer attunement sphere from the main quest line. In which case we will not be gaining entrance to it today. Just want to do my due diligence and actually look around, make sure we're not missing anything before we move on if we have to. Really don't want to, but we can't do the adventure yet. I'm not going to console command our way in. Oops. Okay, Frost. Not sure what we need to do here. Sorry, folks. I will quickly open the Nexus page for this mod and see if there's any possible bugs here. Okay, we do indeed need a key, which is not found here. Septimus Cygnus' outpost does indeed have such a key. Okay. Right, Frost, let's get going. Looks like this place's mysteries will have to wait for another day. We will be traveling at night, but I don't think we have that far to go. Just to Stony Creek Cave. Should be straight east, more or less. Oh, bear. Did we get it? Guess so. And a cat. Good job, Frost. What a brave boy. Okay. Stony Creek Cave, I guess up the slope. Yeah. We had to head a little north to avoid this ridge leading up into the rift. That must be Miss Fulft that the journal mentioned. Not sure if being out here at night is quite the correct decision. Okay. Not sure why it's giving me subtitles for the bear, but never really like killing with those wild animals, but they invariably attack. I feel a little bit less bad about, wolves, because they're such mangy, pitiful creatures. They're probably happier dead. But, I don't know. It's foggy. I don't like killing the bears. This may be the path up to Ansilvund. Oh, Skeever? Everything's after us today. Frost, maybe traveling at night was a bad idea. I can't see a foot ahead of us. That doesn't really help because of all the fog. Night eye. I think also our ENB is a factor. Suppose we could turn that off temporarily. Let our night eye circlet actually do its work. Oh, no, we need that on. Okay, this is it. Stony Creek Cave. You wait here, Frost. Looks like we need to go for a swim. It's ominous. I believe we're after a bandit bounty here. There's a strange shimmer in the air here. See two bandits. Got the drop on them, which isn't really a surprise. The water here is very noisy. Okay. I think there's someone up there, so we'll have to be careful. Try sneaking past them first. Here, pickaxes. Looks like the bandits are doing some honest work here. Though the Breton they have hanging out front makes me suspect this isn't their main source of income. What is this? Moonstone? There's that moon motif again. Orange moon, moonstone. Interesting. Just 2 veins? No, 3 veins. 2? So I think just 2. Alright, folks. I try not to do this too much, but for just 2 veins, I think I will try to mine them out. We are trying to work on crafting. Getting a little bit of moonstone will help, and whatever level gems come with it. Then we'll have to check out that last bit of the cave. Since we haven't met any bandit that looks like a boss, I suspect he may still be at large. Alright, halfway done. Just finish off this one. Flawless ruby. I think we're looking for a flawless sapphire. I want to say for Medici in Riften. I don't remember for sure. Right. I believe this is the last turn. It's quick save. I have not much hope about getting in without being spotted by whoever's up there because of the light, but we'll try. Yeah, that didn't work.
What was that? Yeah. That's your best, huh?
Hopefully no one else heard. Here's not. Some kind of passage through there. Nothing else here, I don't think. Is that a potion? No, money. I'll take that. Got an alchemy table and a tripwire we almost walked into. Still walked into it? I jumped right over that. Oh well. Got him. treasure map. I mean, I know where this is. I don't know if our character does yet. Those look like the Lady constellation, or portrayals of it. So we'll have to keep our eye out for that. And look what we have here. Alright, almost a third of the way there. 24 stones of Baranzaya. Okay, yeah, there's a chest. That's good. Finn's loot. Looting the loot. Alright, well I think that's that bounty sorted. We will actually be heading straight back to Windhelm, I believe. Mushrooms! Just floating down now the stream. That's better. I didn't see any places to sleep, unfortunately. Okay, so just the road to Windhelm. If it's really just too dark outside, we can stop at Kynes Grove or Keldnar. Wait for morning. Black as pitch. Wait, the fog, eh, Frost? Well, we might be able to get to Keldnar. It's midnight. I think we have a compass. Okay, we'll have to turn E and B off and equip Circlet of Night Eye. That should help a lot. Yes, this helps a lot. I think part of it is with E and B off, the fog effects aren't as thick. But this is definitely not as gray, as colorful and pretty as Skyrim usually is. Keldnar. Alright, we'll follow this path a little bit. I believe we have been to Keldnar. Small village off one of these slopes. Okay, I see the tower. I believe they have an inn here. So I think that's where we'll spend the night. Right, Frost. Looks like you got a stable spot all to yourself. I'll be out in the morning. The Horny Horker. Great. I'm sure there'll be quality accommodations. See if we can find the innkeep. Real dark in here. Knock, knock. You the innkeeper?
You must have a death wish.
I'm sorry, but I just would like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Thank you.
See you around.
Wake up the innkeeper. The response. Do I have a death wish? That's the kitchens. That is our room. Perfect. Right, let's get our 8 hours. Have some breakfast. It's quite the suit of armor. I've seen the companions wearing that. Interesting. Alright, Frost. Much better weather, eh? We'll be on our way. I believe we will need to strike off this trail at some point. I don't know if it terminates at this house or leads all the way to Narzulbur, but I don't think we have any reason to be at Narzulbur. Alright, Frost, this slope's a little steeper than it looked, but we should be able to get down. Ugh, without hurting you too much. Oh no, what happened here? Mammoth poachers? There's horses. Evidently no one here. Curious. Well, not our business, I suppose. I hear a skeever. Not really sure what small rat-like creature would run up and attack a dang horse, but the Skyrim things. Man, having a horse is such a help in combat. At least being on the horse. If I'm off the horse and the horse is fighting, that's a bit more of a problem. So that's what we have convenient horses for, among other things. Make it so these horses have some dang self-preservation and don't get into suicidal fights. Or wolves, but we could probably stick to these shadows and avoid them. We'll take the direct route to Windhelm. I don't think we have any reason to stop in Kynes Grove. Plus we get some more of this great tundra flora. Some unique stuff for alchemy. Oh, it's the kitties. Let's see if they have anything.
So many refuse to talk. Take a look.
Scorch's undead. Interesting. Iron ore, that's affordable and useful, so we'll do that. Same thing with petty soul gems. Don't have enough gold. Okay, I think I have some stashed on Frost, but I don't need to grab it. Oh, excuse me, Karjo. Good to see you too. Alright, Frosty Boy, you know the drill. We'll leave you here in the care of the kind, stable hand, and I'll be back soon. Oh, excuse me, cart. A thief?
How can I assist?
Well, we shouldn't meddle, but this Thane of Eastmarch, Thane of Eastmarch. Can we talk to him? There we go. Great. Some of you may, if you've been watching this series, notice that we're sporting a slightly different hood. We're using Linway's hood that we got last episode. Its color is a little off and the design is a little more patchy and annoying, but it gives us a sweet speech bonus. I believe like 20% or something. Amplify illusion. And I believe there also is a speech skill increase. Yeah, just 5 points. All right. Here in town, we have to return to Yorleaf to collect that bounty. We also have to return a sword to Pelgert. And it looks like Torsten Cruelsea is out at his farm at the moment.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Good day, Yorleaf.
Heard there were wolves on the road up north.
There were indeed, and skeevers, and bears, and cats. But I'm not here for that. I'm here for the bounty of the Stony Creek Cave Bandits.
You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Appreciate. Alright, let's give Pelgert his family sword next. I'm interested where that questline will lead. I believe Pelgert's added by interesting NPCs, and they sometimes have some interesting quest lines. So we'll have to see what we can get. Alright, Pelgert.
Come on in. We've got warm
There you are.
food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
It's you! Did you find it? Was it there all along?
Found your sword.
Thank the divines. I can't wait to tell my uncle in Solitude the sword is once more in safe hands. He's been staying at the Winking Skeever trying to fish for clues. The poor old man. I can just imagine the look on his face when I show him. But I'll need to get the sword polished and ready for viewing first. As for you, I believe I owe you a reward. Thank you once again.
Yes, you do owe me an award. Find out more about the bandit attack that led to the loss of the elven sword. Okay. Not really sure why we just got that quest objective. It doesn't seem like we'd be terribly curious. So we have no quest marker, but we were told Pelgert's father was in the Winking Skeever at Solitude. So we'll have to keep our eyes out if we head back there. Not really sure why we'd care, but it's in our quest journal, so we're going to do it now. Oh, this is the kitchens. There we go. Sorry for the camera in the narrow hallways, folks. We'll be out in a moment. Alright, since we weren't able to get access to Katumz, our adventuring did not last as long as I hoped, and we're back to turning in quests. Which is fine, just one more here in Windhelm, and then we have to head back to Riften, see if Delvin has any more special jobs for us. As it stands, we've established a foothold in 2 of the 4 remaining hold capitals, Windhelm and Markarth. So we may be heading to Solitude and or Whiterun soon. We will see. Let's see, Torsten. Yes, probably at his farm. Fog's definitely closing in again. Really foggy series of days. Not going to complain about it. It's beautiful in its own way, but made navigation at night a little difficult last night. I never remember which farm is which. There's Hollyfrost Farm, Hlalu Farm, and I guess Brandybug Farm is a name I seem to remember. Oh, sorry, horse. Sorry, Frost. There we go. Torsten?
The cruel seas have been sailors for generations. In truth, I regret not following in the footsteps of my ancestors.
Well, I have good news. I found Fjótli's locket.
It pains me to see this locket. To be reminded of Fjótli once more, but I'm glad it's back where it belongs. Tell Delvin that if he still desires to have my support for the Thieves Guild in Windhelm, he's got it. Should have been an adventurer like you instead of a farmer.
Ring of Cruelty added. Interesting. Power attacks cost 8% less. Well, if you want to be an adventurer, Torsten, it's not too late, but it's a rough life. And you never know when it's going to end. It could be at any moment. Right. We are returning to the Rift. I suppose we can try to, also while we're there, something we've been putting off for since the beginning of the series, obtain these marks of Dibella. We might be able to just use our speech skills to get it off them. Not. We can practice pickpocketing, perhaps. It's a hard skill to train if you're not allowing yourself to save scum. You know, attempt to pickpocket, and if it fails, just reload. Quick save you just made. That's a little too gamey for me, so I'm not doing that. We'll probably have to end up enchanting some gear to really train it. I'd like to hire a carriage to the Rift.
Going straight through, or did you want to stop? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Right, come on, Frost. He'll come along. He's a good boy.
I might have to stop and get myself a pint at Blackbriar Mead while I'm in Riften. It's worth the trip all by itself.
Alright. Got there before nightfall. That's good. Okay, Frost, I can take a few things off you. But I'm probably not heading into our own house to... we're doing any shopping right now, so... Really, I just want to store this Dwemer metal. And grab our remaining gold. Great. Not sure if we'll need it.
Any luck with Sapphire?
Not yet, sorry, Chandra. I did investigate that side quest. It looks like it's a little bugged, and we get more dialogue options when we become a guildmaster, so I'm just kind of waiting to resolve it until then. Really hate keeping Chandra on tenterhooks since, the first episode, but what can you do? Let's go this way, actually. We just need to get to Delvin. Right, where's our main man?
Looking for work.
I finished that special Windhelm job.
Torsten was gratified the death of his daughter was avenged, and the heirloom was returned. At this very moment, he's laying the groundwork for the guild to re-establish itself in Windhelm. Burning that banner was a nice touch too. Should send a clear message to the Somerset Shadows that we're a force to be reckoned with. We're still growing by leaps and bounds thanks to you, and other merchants moved into the space outside the flagon. You're a natural. Never seen anything like it. We've got a long way to go, but don't let that bother you. It's a lot farther than we've been in years.
Right, we'll make a quick save.
Can I give you a little tip? Take every job you can get, or else you'll end up a beggar.
Yep,
Got lots of jobs available.
Yeah, we're talking jobs.
All the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch. If break-ins are more your thing, go talk to Vex.
We'll be talking to both of you.
Have a client looking to have a rival's business.
Alright folks, we got a couple of these to click through, so I hope it's okay if I just actually click through them.
And keep it quiet. Here's the details.
Wait for that objective to pop up. Winking Skeever, sure.
You're back. Great. Would you wouldn't? I've got a mark who's just got enough. Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut and you'll do fine. Let me give you the details.
Okay, Whiterun, that's fine.
What can I do? Alright.
So we're able to pick up multiple jobs at the same time because of the Thieves Guild requirements mod. I will link that in the description if you're watching this later on YouTube.
Here's the details.
That we can do, I suppose. Let's get Vex's jobs.
So, I handle. If you don't like that kind of work, have a house with a good bit of whatever. Just get it done. Here's the job.
Whiterun.
Out with it. Time is money.
This is good that we're getting Solitude
Got another personal score to
and Whiterun
Here's everything you need
locations. Those are the cities that we haven't established guild presence in yet. Okay, Aaron's house. That's right here in Riften, so
out with it. Time. Got plenty.
We'll do that before we leave.
Someone with connections to our guild. Here. Just don't make me look like an ass in front of the guild and mess it up.
Okay.
Out with it. Time is money. I bet you
Whiterun
are.
again.
Which one do you want? Jeet Caravan brought... Good. Just remember the order. Do job first. Get drunk second. Now take this and go.
We are on our way. Okay, so we got 2 Riften jobs. Actually, 3 Riften jobs, technically. We'll just bang those out right now. It's been a while since we've been doing some proper thievery. Thugs, eh? Let me just slip on by. There's thugs doing here, right? What? Whiterun. Is it my duty as Thane to investigate? Perhaps not. Okay. Riften. What's this? Aaron's house. 3:44 p.m., broad daylight. Best time to do some thievery, ironically. The NPC will probably not be at home. Okay, got about here. Perfect. Assuming upstairs. Yes, hello. So this is our shill job. We have to place a stolen ruby, I think. Yeah. Perfect. Next up, something at the Bee and Barb. Well, we don't need to sneak in.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
What am I looking at? Through here, I suppose. Okay, coast is clear. Apprentice lock should be no problem. We're looking at somewhere in here. Come on, steel, steel, steel. This music's pretty loud. And now it's quiet. Okay. So what we've got here, gold diamond ring. That's a treasure.
So pleased to see you.
Yes, hello Talanjai, hello. Let's see. Here at the meadery, we might try to get that Mark of Dibella off in Darin while we're on a thieving spree.
Hello there. Can I pour you a Blackbriar mead?
Hello, I'm looking for Indarin.
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim.
What makes it so special?
Lady Maven's been developing the secret recipe for Blackbriar mead over the last several decades. She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from Golden Glow Estate, and specially constructed aging casks to ensure the best flavor. Even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just as good as the first.
Brilliant.
Come back and see us again.
Wow, Blackbriar mead. I'm sure you wouldn't mind if I took a tour of the facilities to look at the great quality you have here. Great. There's Indarin, the man we wanted to see. Let's see if he's carrying the mark on him. Excuse me, sir.
Brewmaster around here. What did you want?
Nothing. Just taking a tour. Self-guided tour. 70% chance to steal. Oh, that's not really good enough, is it? We'll see if we can talk it off him.
I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to work?
I actually do. I'll be direct. Helga gave you a Mark of Dibella, and I want it.
You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation?
Well, hand it over, and no one has to know.
If word gets around that I betted her, they'll lose all respect for me at the meadery. Take the mark if you want it. It's not worth all this hassle anyway.
I agree. Good choice.
Now maybe I can get back to work.
Yes, please do. Right, that one wasn't so bad. Alright, next we're looking for, I believe it was Bolly. Does he work at the fishery? I know he owns the fishery. Maybe I should look at my map, but I'm trying to do as little of that as possible. Looks like our intuitions were correct. Blech, fish noises. Knock, knock. %. I mean, we could try it, but I'm not willing to get arrested over it.
Ah, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too. Quite a while back, before I helped you with that delivery, I mentioned something about a certain Mark of Dibella.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never sleep with anyone besides my wife.
Oh, certainly not. Hand it over, no one has to know about this mark.
Look, it was one night, okay? I think she slipped something in my drink. I haven't even been back to the bunkhouse since. Just take this damn thing. I never want to see it again.
That can be arranged.
Good day.
Alright. Then we still have the job to steal 1,000 gold in goods from Riften. So we might go back to the fishery. It's actually a pretty decent way to just pile up a ton of stolen Blackbriar mead. Sorry, fishery? Did I say fishery? Meadery. See if we can get to that 1,000 before getting back into town. Oh, it's not even stealing, just the reserve is stealing. Someone must be friends with us here. Well, that won't work. Oh well. No, that's empty.
I'm the brewman.
Could stop by the Blackbriar estate. We could even take a crack at Mistvale Keep. I like that last one. Let's see if we can take a side entrance. What are these folks doing sleeping midday? I guess they have the night shift.
Those snow-backed Imperials renounced humanity when they laid down before. With the Thalmor.
Alright, I don't know that I really... Okay, out of curiosity, I do want to know, is there a way into the keep from here? I seem to remember there might be, but I've only been in here a handful of times. Where does this go? We're in an upper floor now. Oh! Up on a battlement. Interesting. And a thief cache. Well, this won't count as stealing, but that's certainly profit. I don't think there's anything else for us up here. Okay, we'll have to just find our way back into the main keep and see if we can get a hold on some royal gold and gems, perhaps. But now those pelts will help with crafting.
One lives for the things he is willing to die for.
Oh, almost ran into a guard there. Those don't look enchanted, nor does that.
The Imperials think we need their laws.
I think this is not the Jarl's quarters. This is one of the guard captains, perhaps.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Oh, don't mind me. Just coming on through.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
Those snowbacked them.
Sometimes better than being undetected, or maybe the next best thing is just acting casual. You act like you're supposed to be somewhere. Perhaps people think you're supposed to be there. Hey? What is this, a children's room? Hello there. Now, I am glad we came in here. Look at that. 1/3 of the way. Actually, those clothes are valuable. What do we need, 1,000? display case is overflowing. But we're not going to take that stuff. It's pretty heavy. Was this another balcony or something? So I never like routinely go in these quarters. We're at the top of the tower. Well, they probably didn't count on this view being used very often because some of that terrain over there isn't quite rendering properly. But no matter. Silver's got some value, and there we go. Might as well finish the job. Don't see anything worthwhile in that display case. And we don't need the lockpicking XP, so we will just be seeing ourselves back out. Alright, let's turn in those 3 jobs to Delvin and Vex. And hopefully get some more Solitude and Whiterun jobs in return. Griffin jobs aren't bad, because you can just go right out, complete them, and come back. Guess it's better than Windhelm or Markarth. We don't need those jobs. The guild is established there. Alright, my friend.
Have a drink.
I'm just in for a moment. I completed that bedlam job.
If you don't watch it, I may actually start to respect you. Job well done.
Appreciate. Ready for some extra work.
Bloody good timing.
And again, I'm just gonna
skip
right through it.
Job, eh? Here's everything you need. You get cool, but we've never heard of you.
Solitude. That's great.
Back with good news, I trust?
2 good newses.
Didn't muck it up, I hear. Good. Here's your share.
I've also completed that shill job.
Oh, you're back? I suppose.
And I'm just going to keep skipping through.
Got a good one here. Here you go. Hope you don't muck it up.
Windhelm, that's fine, I guess.
Steal anything worth talking? I bet you are. Got a good one here involving a shop. Here, just don't make me look like an ass in front of the guild and mess it up.
Another Windhelm job. Okay. Cool. I think that concludes... Oh no, we have to confront Helga with the Marks of Dibella. Or whatever. Let's talk to Svanna Farshield and see if she had anything in mind now that we actually have the marks she asked for. It's the bunkhouse just around the front here. Assume Svanna's there. Svanna.
Sorry about the mess. Keeping this place clean is quite a chore.
Oh, good. Okay, no dialogue options, so we'll just do this song and dance. Greetings, Helga.
Oh, it's you. Come to extort more from me?
No, I actually have something back for you. I believe these are yours.
What? How? Where did you get these? No, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Look, we need to keep this quiet between you and me, okay? No one else needs to know about it.
Sure, you, me, and Paragorn
If
here.
word got out that I'm practicing my Dibellan arts in Riften, they'll run me out of town. Here, take this and don't mention a word of this to anyone, especially Svanna.
Helga, sorry to burst your bubble, but I think all of Riften knows you practice your Tabellan arts.
Try and get those marks without violence, please. I don't want to be responsible for their deaths.
Did you just...
Or yours.
You just heard this conversation. I have the marks, Sana.
The bunkhouse isn't an inn. I'd recommend the Bee and Barb.
Well, I gave the marks to Helga.
Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful? I bet she squirmed like a skeever when you pulled them out of your pocket. I think things are
I
going
hear
to be
she
a lot different
squirms like a
around here
skeever
from
quite
now
often.
on. And I have you to thank for it. Here, I want you to have this. It was my father's, but I'm certain you'll put it to good use.
Steel plank gauntlets of major alchemy. Okay. Appreciate.
Hey, good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Looks like someone's candles coming through the roof. Alright. I think that will conclude our episode for today, folks. It's been snowing pretty hard around the BenOrBreak house place, and I need to get out and do some shoveling. Getting some real Skyrim weather right here. For next episode, I am not quite sure where we're headed yet. We'll have to look through our quest log. I suspect to one of the major cities, either Solitude or Whiterun, to continue to work on those Thieves Guild jobs, but we will see. There's plenty of other adventuring to do between them. So thanks y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did, and keep an eye on the channel for when I go live next. If you like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff, YouTube is more likely to show you when my stuff comes out. So thanks y'all for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Goodbye until then.
It's you.